Hey Harmonizers! In this video we're going to take a look at Shiney's first run at the Extreme Cowboy World Finals in the Futurity class, which means it's a class for 3 and 4-year-old horses. So we're going to come in the ring here and we're going to take off into our Extreme Cowboy race. And there's the different obstacles that we have to do. We're scored out of 10 on each obstacle. So we're heading in here. We've got to go in between these two barriers, do a halt, and then take off at the canter again. So she does pretty well there. And she's never been in this ring before with all of these obstacles. You have to come in, and they've never seen any of this before. This was one of our not so good obstacles, which was the lead changes through these little rocks, and we just don't have the finesse together. We didn't really have our lead changes, and we were kind of excited getting in the ring, so just kind of scrambled through there with some trot, some canter. So that obstacle we definitely would have scored low on. Here is a rope gate that we're going through, and you can see she does that pretty fast. Just a little bit of head tossing at me because we're still getting to know each other's buttons, because Shiney was at Josh Rushing's all summer, and then this is all kind of new for us. And then over here is the moguls with a drop with a little bit of a hesitation. She wasn't really sure how to step down from that. So we would lose, we would get a little bit of a deduction for her hesitation there. The pick up and carry, so I just picked up a saddlebag and put it down. That went really well. We'd score really well on that. Up and over another mogul, which she does really nicely. The goal for Extreme Cowboy Racing is you want to do all of the obstacles well, but you also want to go quickly. You get bonus marks for how fast you go, but also if you're fast, it means that your obstacle is pretty smooth and that your horse is doing it really well, so you score better on that as well. We did our bridge really nicely. Our side pass, she came into the halt, did that pretty nicely, just a tiny little bit of movement from her head there, but really, really good. We're gonna come around and do the jumps, and we wobble the first jump there. It ends up falling over, and then the rest of the jumps she does cleanly as we make the turn and we canter around. You have to get around the rocks that are set out and then up and over your jumps, which she did really nicely on those ones. Just the deduction from the one jump that we knocked. Then we come in and we do a stop and a backup. So we're backing into a chute there, which she does really nicely towards the bridge. Can't really see it too well from this angle, but that was a back through. Then we're going around on the outside, and there's a drag here. So there's a it's actually kind of heavy. It's kind of like this rubber mat thing that you have to pick up a rope for, and you have to take it around a barrel, so you can see it kind of flying around there. We end up doing that at the trot just because it was a little bit kind of awkward to carry, so she had no problem with doing that. Coming around here on the home side, speeding around, and we're going to do our little rollbacks where you have to do a full halt, turn around, and then you've got to get the inside lead. So it'd be a right lead and then here a left lead. So it's a little bit of lead work and showing the horse's agility, their ability to stop and go off kind of quickly. Then off we go around at our free ride canter. So this is where you're supposed to let your horse essentially kind of gallop on a loose rein. You're showing speed control, so the ability to allow your horse to go fast, and then you can pick up contact again and ask your horse to go slower and do an obstacle. So here I'm getting my rope out for our next obstacle, get the rope out. This obstacle we would score really well on because I snagged the barrel, and we had to do 2 little canter circles on the barrel after we rope it, and she does that really nicely, really nice tight little circles, gets those done pretty awesome. And then the last obstacle is the trailer load, and so she ended up finishing 10th place after this round. I was really happy with her because it was our first time competing together, and she did all the obstacles and trusted me through everything, and the pieces that we messed up on are just a little bit of polish that will work out in the future. Thanks for watching, guys.